Hey, Mike.
Hey, bud.
I don't know why I did that in my dog voice.
I know, and I did hey, bud, like I did to dummy.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey,
What's
Bruce.
he staring at?
I told him he kept staring at me. I told him just get on the couch, and he's just been sitting here like this since. Bruce,
He's like, what do you
Bruce,
want?
you being a good boy. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, I am. I'm waiting. There's got to be a treat behind this whole thing, right? Like if I'm sitting here, there's got to be a treat involved. Or I'll just take pets. I'll take pets.
He wants to play. He's a good boy.
Well, now we just
He's a
want
good boy.
Be loved. So we have a beer from Littleton, New Hampshire, from Schilling Beer Company. It's Schilling Beer Company, right? Not brewing. Beer Company.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Mike picked up about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. He bought a whole bunch, and then he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "One of everything." And then he made me feel a little guilty. And he's like, "Well, you took like a third of what I bought." And I was like, "Well, you didn't need it anyways, Mike. Chan's probably happy. You're not happy, but at least Chan's happy.
No,
at least
actually,
I'm happy."
I've been mad about it ever since.
Yeah, well, my
Like
fridge
I
is
look at the can in your hand right now, and I think I could have that in my fridge right now.
It could be in your fridge, along with the other half a case. But anyways, this is Old Mission, and actually, I don't feel bad about this beer. This is their dry hop Pilsner coming in at 5.5%. Mike has been like talking this beer up. You have, our friend John has, and like I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds great. And then I never got it. And then finally I get it. In full disclosure, Mike has had it. Clearly he's been talking it up. I had it. I caved. I had it last night. Because you said you were going to text me when you got home and if you could do a review, and you never did. Oh, wait, that was Friday night.
Yeah. No excuses, Sean.
You still haven't texted me until today. So last night I got antsy. And I opened one. And usually when I do that and I know we're going to review a beer, I'll kind of just drink it to drink it. This is going to be a love letter, folks. This beer was undeniable. It was undeniable. Spoilers.
It's one of those ones, dude. It was one of those ones I bought because I'd never had, and when I was at a local beer spot up the street, and I drank all four in about 20 minutes. And the next day, I went and bought whatever they had left, drank those, and then tried to see if they were going to get any more, and they couldn't.
Out of all of that, he didn't say, I put aside 2 cans for Sean and I to review, or at least 1 can if we were going to be in person. Not once did you do that.
No, I did not. No.
Okay. Anyways, let's look at this beer.
So the head's going down, but when I first poured it, I had a solid 2 fingers of a fat, fluffy head.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. It's gold. That's the color. Just gold.
Yeah,
it is crystal clear.
Yeah, it looks a little golder on with the lights, but yeah, it's just as pretty.
Yeah, and it's just crystal clear. You can see everything through it, especially with these gorgeous dimpled mugs we have there.
Which one's yours? Is yours the Treehouse one?
Oh yeah,
I had my Brewery Sylvaticus.
Nice.
I love this glass. But yeah, no, these dimpled mugs rule. Want to get a nose?
Dude, you know I do.
Oh my god. Do they say the hops that are used in this?
Someone told me it was Galaxy, but I don't know if that's true.
Who told you that?
Someone I work with.
Do they base it off of being Galaxy? Like, I don't know. It has this. Actually, I assume Mike's looking it up. So Mike's looking it up.
Pilsner with Nelson Sauvin. Which makes more sense based on the
That
nose.
makes total sense because there is. I was just gonna say there is this like white wine character.
Yep.
This like lovely effervescent like, yeah, and like this like lemongrass, fresh cut grass type thing, and the malt still comes through pretty well as well. Yeah,
it's very floral.
Yeah,
but it does smell like a almost like a Riesling or something. You know what I mean?
Riesling, that kind yeah.
But nice crackery malt. It's beautiful. Oh man, dude, I'm so excited about this.
Let's just drink it.
Do it.
Nope, I gotta go this way. Oh wait, we're on the wrong side today.
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
got it.
Cheers.
Good. Cheers, bud.
Oh. Oh man.
Yeah. There's a reason why I was all up in this beer's business last year.
This beer, it's crisp, it's clean. It is very bitter though. Like not very bitter. Sorry. Like it leaves a lovely bitterness on your palate, like letting you know you're drinking a dry hop lager. And it's just like there's like you get like the grain, you get a little bit of that resininess. You get this like it's like sunshine. There's like a little bit of like sweetness. There's some tropical fruits to it too that add like all this complexity to this beer that just floors you.
So Sean has my position on the screen, and he has my position of just dominating all the notes. So I just have to sit here like him and say, "Yep."
Yeah, that's usually what happens. Yeah. How does it feel? How does it feel?
It feels demoralizing.
I know it does.
Yeah, Sean. Honestly, you hit everything. You hit everything. It is just perfect. It has that hint of malt. It's well, not hint. It's there. You got a nice pinch of the malt. It has a nice subtle sweetness. It has a nice subtle bitterness. It has a nice subtle floral note. It has a nice subtle wine note. Nothing is pushing and pulling for like dominance. All of these things are just beautifully meeting in the middle to blow my mind.
Yeah,
that's what this beer is doing.
And at 5.5%, you just want to keep drinking this. This is like the perfect like summer crusher. I know, and we say this a lot for a lot of beers, but I guess we just like summer crushers. But this one is just this one's just special in a different way. Like it reminds me of another beer, and I thought of it last night. And I was like, when I review it, am I going to talk about it? I'm like, you know what, I am going to talk about it because I did something with this other beer that I don't want to do with this, and it's probably better that it's a little bit harder to get. Now that other beer is actually really hard to get. Dry hop post shift from Jack's Abbey.
Yep.
There's post shift, which is their like Pilsner, right? Yeah. Then there's dry hop post shift, and like something to do with dry hopping a Pilsner for me, like accentuates the Pilsner. But what I do with dry hop post shift was I just fucking drank it right into the fucking ground to where where finally I was like, Sean, you got to stop drinking this beer. You're just gonna get sick of it. Like I didn't get to the point where I was sick of it. But you know what I mean? Like I was getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm too used to it. And I don't want that to happen again with this particular.
Yeah, it's going to be a little harder.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is funny, just to have a quick aside about post shift, dry hop is you had a cookout maybe 2 years ago and you had a bunch of it, and I drank almost every one of them. And I kept asking, do you mind if I have this one? Do you mind if I have this? I kept asking. You kept saying, okay. I had about 12. So.
I think it was probably about the time where I was starting to go downhill and I was still buying it a bunch. And I was like, all right, I just got to get rid of it. Other people have to appreciate this beer. And this beer is just so freaking good. Oh, Winnie knows you're in here. If you see this beer, buy it. Hands down, buy it. Like
100%.
You know Schilling. Yeah, Schilling makes crazy lagers and they have resilience. They're making their ales. This beer rocks, and I'm just so happy that I'm actually glad that I had it last night, and that we were able to do it, like just be completely because I think sometimes it's a little bit weird if one of us goes into a beer like knowing you love it, right, and then you're hoping the other person loves it, and if they don't, shit.
The thing there was no way you weren't going to love this beer. There wasn't. What I was worried about is that I hyped it up too much because it is a beer I did not stop talking about. This is one of my favorite beers of last year.
And
we didn't review it, so I didn't put it on a list. This would have been on the list for me. I'm telling you right now.
Well, you know why we didn't review it? Because you fucking drank them all.
Shenanigans. Take that back.
And then in front of me multiple times, you're like, this is great. And then when John was here, you guys both brought the beer up and we're both like, this is the best. John's like, God, did you ever have Old Mission by Schilling? It's the best beer I've ever had in my life. And you're like, yeah, John, it's the best beer I ever had in my life too. Sean, have you had it? Oh, wait, you haven't had it.
Is that how that happened?
Verbatim, I think that's verbatim the conversation. I'm pretty sure that happened in my kitchen.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's probably true. Yeah, dude. I just knew I loved it. And when I said I went to the store and bought the rest of it, I went back and I asked if they had any more. They said no, and then the guy came and found one that was on the shelf. I got one more 4-pack. I couldn't help it, man. It's not like I had 3 or 4 of them, you know. But I still would have done it. To be fair,
I don't think we've ever reviewed dry hop post shifts. So
no, that's true.
It's probably because I kept drinking it all.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, this was among my favorite beers I've had last year. It might have been top 5 easily for me for last year.
This is there on the list for now.
Yes, I hope so. Like honestly, you know what I do? I hope it isn't. I hope that we have awesome beers all year, and that this gets put in the dust. That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I just don't expect it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sean, see this? I've only had 1 sip. You can go back and watch the film. I've had
you
1
haven't taken any other drinks? Oh, I keep drinking because I just want to drink it.
I know, but look how much I took.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Before this 12-minute dry hop lager review gets any longer, down in the comments, have you had Schilling's Old Mission, their dry hop Pilsner coming in at 5.5% with Nelson Sauvin hops? What do you think of it? What do you think of Schilling in general? Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to check out nerdsense.net from their Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to those notification bells so you know if I post new videos. And I'm Sean. That's Mike. And this is Nerdsense.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers.